How's it going, everyone? Liam Catterson here, as we're on the final episode for Good Omens. I can't believe that this is the final episode. I mean, it's such a short series anyways, but I've had so much fun watching this, and whether it gets a season 2 or not, I'm not sure if there's like official word out there, but whether or not that happens, this has been an absolute thrill. It's been something I have not expected whatsoever, because I was expecting, okay, well, there's going to be some big kerfuffle with heaven versus hell, so yay. And whereas we've had the concept of Armageddon and the end of the world, it's been done in a fashion that I did not foresee when I first decided to react to this series. I did not expect the quirkiness to come from the show, and I'm not complaining whatsoever. If anything, it's enhanced the flavor of the show so much. So yeah, and it even helped with David Tennant and Michael Sheen's, not only their chemistry, but their incredible performances. And yeah, like, it's just been an absolute thrill, and I can't wait to see how they do conclude things, because we still got the Four Horsemen to deal with. We've seemingly dealt with Adam, although he still has that retainment of his powers. But like I said, I think there's that neutral ground. Like, subconsciously and attitude-wise, he's Adam, but he still is going to possess the powers. So we're taking the good, if anything, because he's now Adam, but with powers. So yeah, but yeah, we've still got to stop the end of the world from happening, because the Four Horsemen are at that American airfield base in Tadfield, and yeah, they've basically lit the flame for countries to start firing and all of that. So yeah, we need to stop the world from descending into hell, because we've got like quarter of an hour left to do so. I think it's 15 minutes, because like there was that side 17 minutes left to the end of the world, and then like we had a few more minutes, so my rough estimate is like it's actually 15 minutes left to go. So yeah, but either way, we need to hurry. We need to stop the world from ending. So yeah, I'm really curious to see how they're going to do this, because I doubt they're going to draw this out. Like, because this is a 50-odd minute episode, and we've got like 15 minutes left until the world ends. I'm really curious to see how, like, if that would be half an hour, yeah, including the intro. So, like, how they're going to drag out the rest of the half an hour as well. Unless the world does end. Maybe they'll just subvert our expectations and the world won't be saved. It will descend into Armageddon. Who knows? But I do expect that this is going to be an insane, chaotic conclusion to what has been a very fun, very entertaining series. So with that said, let's get into Good Omens. This is the final episode for this season. Let's go.
The trial of the demon Crowley,
Oh shit.
beginning with evidence and ending with utter obliviation, is in session. All right.
Bring in the traitor!
Wait, so is Crowley on trial? No, Crowley!
90 years and not a scratch. Now look at you.
Crowley? He's got a gun. He's pointing it. Do something!
I am having a moment here.
Crowley! I am the nice one. You can't.
He's just lost his companion.
Forces of heaven and hell will attack, and everything depends on one small boy. Silence holds the bubble of the world in its grip.
Now we've got these parallels, haven't we?
Sorry? I couldn't let you do it. Excuse me, why are you two people?
Long story. You see, I was in my
It's
bookshop.
not right. You should go back to being two separate people again.
Oh, is he gonna... Yes!
Just what?
Just the opposite. I'm rubbish with computers. Every time I try to make them work, they break.
he's gonna accidentally break the computer, and that's gonna save the world. His curse is gonna be a blessing.
And Adam had. So the Antichrist,
Nice circus
two human
performance.
children, and a former hellhound faced death.
War is just masculine imperialism executed on a global stage.
Ooh, told.
Girl, run home and play with your dollies.
She's got a flaming sword.
I do not endorse everyday sexism.
Oh! Go, girl! Oh man, now she's got the
We're
flaming
Adam's
sword.
real friends, not you lot. You're a joke. I believe in food and a healthy lunch. Actually, it's a very good thing.
Yeah, it is. So is the healthy stuff,
That
but
used to be your sword. I do believe it was.
go on, Doggo! Go on, Doggo!
Speed it up?
Yeah, easy. I mean, if I actually wanted to improve this computer's performance, all I do is open it up and then click on the disk defragmenter.
Oh,
All
yes!
over the world, people who had been wrestling with Switch.
Shadow, you cannot destroy me. That would destroy the world. Good day,
What is life
gentlemen.
without death?
Cheek. Cheek.
Death opened wings of night.
Oh,
Wings that were shapes
Okay, that's
cut
cool.
through the matter of creation.
You're the man in the car. You stole my book.
Well, he didn't technically steal it. Oh? Yeah, catch it. It's important. Choose your faces wisely.
You both want to end the world just to see whose gang is best.
Basically.
It's the great plan.
It's stupid.
The entire reason for the creation of the Earth.
I've got this, Adam. When all this is over, you're going to get to rule the world. Don't you want to rule the world?
It's hard enough having to think of things for Pepper and Wensley and Brian to do all the time so they don't get bored. I've got all the world I want.
Oh, yes.
You know, I was scared that you'd be hell incarnate. I hoped you'd be heaven incarnate. But you're not either of those things. You're much better. You're human incarnate.
Oh, nice, Aziraphale. Nice.
Adam, reality will listen to you right now. You can change things.
And whatever happens,
Listen to the
for
doctor.
good or for evil, we're beside you.
Oh, he's got a sword.
You won't have long to do whatever you do.
Oh, shit. Holy shit. I would bolt it right now if I saw that.
Who's my son? You're my rebellious son? Come here.
You're not my dad. You never were.
Told and aha.
No.
Sorry, dude. You may have been his father, but you weren't his daddy.
You can stay at my place, if you like.
I don't think my side would like that.
You don't have a side anymore.
Exactly. Exactly.
We're on our
The
own side.
rule book's out the window.
Agnes.
Just imagine Crowley's gonna find a blue box. I wouldn't say even better, but yes! But you're Bentley!
Sort of joke.
Yeah.
Well, it's called Dick Turpin because everywhere it goes, it holds up traffic.
Oh, I regret asking.
We waited so long for that.
Hey, Witchfinder Private, not a computer engineer.
That is
Ineffable. Oh, that's funny seeing him here. That's meant to be bad luck.
Death, go away.
Meant to be bad.
Was Aziraphale? No, no.
Renegade angels all tied up with string.
These are a few of our favorite things.
I will yeet you all in the lake.
What's wrong, love?
Oh,
bad luck, dear.
Hester, test it.
Are you gonna throw yourself in? Because that would be great. That would be swell. They're gonna throw in the little. Oh my god!
Ow! Ow! No. What have I done?
The wrong place, wrong time.
Please.
Oh no!
Please, no!
Here is a Florin lawyer. Now run fast, lest the world find out the truth about you and Mistress Spidden of the Council Town Planning Department.
So that's why he bolted. I know your secrets. New book.
Shut your stupid mouth and die already.
Dude, fuck you. Aziraphale. What the?
I suppose that any...
It may be worse than we thought.
Wait, what's going on?
He's gone native. He isn't one of us anymore.
No, and he's not...
What is he?
So, you're probably thinking if he can do this, I wonder what else he can do. It would be better for everyone if I were to be left alone in future, don't you?
Which means, sod off, we don't need you to say, do this, do that.
Stop! Come back here!
This is a thing, you can play it off by
Something told him accident. that something was coming to an end. Not the world exactly, just the summer. There would be other summers, but there would never be one like this.
My god, what
Not
another
ever
exaggeration. I love that.
Nobody. Right. Swap back then.
It was just like Agnes had told them.
Choose
They
your
were playing with fire,
faces
and would need to
wise.
choose their faces wisely.
That's why
And
they
so
were
they had.
resistant.
What? Heaven and hell against humanity.
Ooh, that will be spicy.
Time to leave the garden. Let me tempt you to a spot of lunch.
Temptation accomplished.
Oh, man.
What about the Ritz? I believe a table...
To the world.
To the world.
Perhaps the recent exertions had had some fallout in the nature of reality because while they were eating, for the first time ever, a nightingale actually did sing in Berkeley Square.
So I thought that was a very great way to end Good Omens. It was very satisfying, the payoff. And I thought that they managed to tie up the loose ends very, very neatly, as well as pave the way for a potential future with comments like the fact that Crowley has stated that the next big one is humanity against the Ascended and the Fallen, which would be very, very interesting to see, as well as Adam still retaining his powers, but he's putting it to good use. He managed to restore reality to normal, so I'm guessing those who died during this 6-part adventure are now back alive. And the bookshop is back, and Crowley got his car back, so that's awesome. And I'm guessing that's why he never got in the Bentley when it came back, because he was Aziraphale. At the same time, during the bookstore, Aziraphale was Crowley. So I really loved that twist, though, because there was a hot second I was thinking, are they no longer, like, angel/demon? Have they found a bit of humanity? Because they are interesting characters, both Crowley and Aziraphale, because they are not acting like they're stereotyped characters. They are not necessarily angelic / demonic, and we know that from for Crowley big time, because of the fact that he's not as malice as Hastur is, or anyone else who resides in hell, but he does these, I guess, small time pranks in terms of the demonic league. Like, he brought down the phone coverage in London, so yeah, it's not exactly end of the world, but it's very mischievous. But he still has humanity in the end of the day. So they are not like their retrospective roles at the end. And I thought, there was a hot second I was thinking before the reveal, are they no longer who they are? Because they, like, all season, this show has focused on how different both Aziraphale and Crowley are for their retrospective tiers, I guess. But no, I really loved that twist and how it played on to Agnes's prophecy, choose your faces wisely, which they did, because they both played the court in their own hands by being resistant to their punishments, as well as telling their superiors, just leave us alone, we quit, basically. So yeah, and I was wondering, I was wondering, how is Crowley acting so confident about this? Like, either he's accepted what is going to happen to him, but then again, they were saying about, we're gonna basically toss you in holy water, and we know how Crowley was struggling with the idea of potentially killing himself. So yeah, but I really, like I said, I really loved the fact that they played that switcheroo. It was really, really it was a really, really good twist, and a really, really, really great way to have both Aziraphale and Crowley detach themselves from their superiors, and them two can basically enjoy life together now. So, heartwarming stuff. Loved the explanation that the Horsemen weren't basically real, and that gave leeway for the other four to vanquish them. Because I did point out the parallels last episode, and now we've got, and it came... it was utilized really, really effectively in this episode, with certain people being defeated by the opposite of what they represent. Like, pollution was defeated off the thought of a clean world. Famine was defeated by the idea of food. Like, I like food, I like healthy food, all that. So yeah, and then death manages to survive, because nothing can really beat death. Death is the story's end. Without death, then yeah, so I really liked the idea that not just death lingered, because death always lingers. Death is always there to watch life and be there when life ends. And yeah, like I said, I love the sass though from Pepper, though, when War was saying when War was offering sexist remarks, and Pepper wasn't having any of it. So yeah, but yeah, I thought the Horsemen would be utilized for a longer duration during this episode, but I think I was pretty happy with how they were defeated, because we not only just had the trial of Crowley and Aziraphale, but also the fact that like I said, we had the opposite four, and that was deliberate. The four children and the four horsemen, those parallels were obviously deliberate, especially with little touches like the bike, and how certain characters were opposite to what certain horsemen represented. So yeah, I think I liked that nice touch. I have a feeling there might be some people who would be a bit disappointed with how easily the Horsemen were defeated, but like I said, I think the deliberation of creating these parallels, creating these kids to have parallels, works so well. So yeah, Anathema as well, and Newton. are now a couple, so that's really, really great, as well as teasing the fact that they will eventually be married one day. And Anathema now choosing her own path, which is something that I did bring up concern regarding. I think it was the last episode, but I did think it's a bit poop that you have to follow these prophecies. Because it's like your life is being dictated a certain way, and thus it removes that free will in a sense. Like, you don't get to choose. Like, the future is better off unpredictable because you get to pave your own way. Yes, these predictions might bring good fortune for you, but at the end of the day, I think a lot of people, I think that uncertainty, that journey into the unknown, is what makes life a bit more exhilarating, because it can be a bit mundane, won't it? If you follow someone, like, if you follow a 300-year path paved for you. So yeah, but I do feel so bad for the person who presided over the well, resided, should I say, over the over this further accurate prophecies of Agnes Nutter. So yeah, because that's all gone to naught. But yeah, Newt's bad luck proved to be good luck, because he basically averted World War III. So that was pretty good. And we finally got to know what Dick Turpin represents. So yeah. But yeah, I really loved Adam's like part in this as well, from him confronting Satan, his father, but not his daddy. And there was some really good shots as well, like Shadwell as well, when he was going to Madame Tracy's room, when Adam's dad drove through the mist of Satan dissipating. Yeah, I really loved some of the shots, but I like I said, I loved Adam's role in this, like how he rebooted reality and all was well with the world again, and how he still manages to retain his powers. Like, this is the thing though, he basically rebooted reality, and everything is almost back to normal, but he's still punished at the end of the day. It's like that soul for a soul. He's doing it, like, he's sacrificing himself for a better tomorrow, in a sense. So yeah, but yeah, I really loved his role. I loved that scene where both Aziraphale and Crowley took Adam to this other dimension, is what I can describe of this deserty other dimension, in a pocket dimension or whatever, while Satan was on the rise, because it was shot really well, and they gave real great words of encouragement, because Satan's obviously the big deal, so you can't exactly just flick him and he'll... I don't know why, but I expected some quirky design for Satan when he rose. But I gotta say, I love the fact that the CGI... I didn't think the CGI was bad for Satan, but you can get the sense that the CGI for other creations was deliberately done for that comedic effect, was deliberately not done, like, to the level of Marvel or whatever. It was supposed to have that quirkiness involved. And I think it works well that Satan is the only one, I think, that's really detailed and not hammy, because Satan's obviously the big bad. He's a sincere threat. They didn't go wacky on his design. They didn't have a normal sized person dressed in a Satan Halloween costume to represent Satan. They created this demonic force regarding Satan, and yeah, but they basically had that whole "he may have been your father, but he wasn't your daddy" shtick regarding Satan, because he said it. You've waited 11 years to basically say hi to me, and my real dad has always been there for me. So fuck your bullshit and go, Satan. So that was a really good confrontation. But yeah, that was really great. It was a great conclusion. Loved it. Loved the trial of Crowley and Aziraphale, especially when Aziraphale basically tried to defend himself, and Gabriel was basically saying the greater good was that we were going to finally have it out between heaven and hell. But hey, we'll cause some casualties. To be able to settle it, we'll have to cause casualties to the world, rather than, you know, just plug in a PS4 game or have a tournament or whatever. Create this pocket dimension. Humans are lesser, so yeah. Because I think the main purpose of this as well is that, of course, the demon side's going to be dicks. I mean, why else? What else were you expecting? But the angelic side were also dicks as well. So, for them to be able to settle things and whatnot, and people would have to be casualties, which makes you think that is a really fucked up move. Not very angelic-like, but like I said, I think the idea is to have these to basically see the angelic side is like no lesser dicks than, I guess, the demonic side. So yeah, but like I said, loved how everything prevailed, like for the greater good, should I say, for everyone, for Crowley and Aziraphale especially. Now they are basically free agents and they get to live life happily until the next war, as it's been teased. But yeah, like I said, I really loved how things concluded for this season of Good Omens. So yeah, I will create a playlist for Good Omens, so if you guys have missed any reactions, you can check that out. But I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!